Hey guys, how's it going? It is your boy, Manga Man Drew, here to react to Dr. Stone, Manga Chapter 207, and boy oh boy, I am ready, because if you remember what happened last chapter, yeah, we began to get one step closer to making the NES, so that they could have, at the very least, a minimum computer, so that they're able to, at the very least, have the capabilities of being able to go to the moon without blowing up. So most likely in this chapter, we're going to see a little bit more of them on that building process, probably have a lot of comedy in it, as well as see how the process of actually making those little donuts plays out. So I can't wait to react to it, so we're going to react to it right now. Alright, yep, we're starting it off with them seeing how they're making the donuts, as we already have an assembly line of them making the donuts, as we have Senku's like, you'll be baking up mountains of donuts to build a computer from scratch. Throw the whole Corn City labor force into it. As we get to see, oh my gosh, how have I forgotten her name already? We have Ukyo, we have Yo, we have everyone working there. I just hate the fact that I keep forgetting her name. But yeah, we have them all working, as they have Senku's like, it'll take patience, guts, and plenty of teamwork. As we also get to see, I think his name is, oh my gosh, it's been 2 weeks and I've forgotten all of their names. But Ryusui's younger brother, Sai. There it is. I remember his name, but I do not remember one of the first characters that we've seen. Oh gosh, I'm horrible. But yes, we have Sai, who's like, the first adder circuit could only do 1 + 1, but now we'll combine a bunch and wow! Whoa. As we have the title of the chapter, Dr. Stone, Z equals 207, linking the circuit diagram. All right, so they have like a makeshift calculator already. Yeah, that was what they were making, a makeshift calculator, as you have everyone reacting. Chelsea saying, like, freaky octo. What is it? Octopile? Oh gosh, Chelsea says that. You have Chrome saying bad. Kasiki's like, oh, fantastic. Now let's pump our Dragon Quest Impossible, you say? Ryusui chimes in, is like, then how about a simpler game like chess? Simple. As Senku's like, getting way ahead of yourself. That's computer's only level 1. Yeah, and you also have Kohaku in the background having no idea what's going on. It's like, you boys are way too hyped. Well, Chelsea's also hyped, as we have Sai's like, we can add up to 255. 250. Okay, that's like a little bit shy of 15 times 15. So yeah, cool. This circuit diagram shows how to link it all together. As we have Gin saying, oh sure, except I'm completely lost. Kasiki chimes in with, that's one complex schematic. How were we gonna get it to the folks in Corn City? Morse code isn't gonna cut it for this one. As you have Chelsea's like, it'd be easy peasy if we could just send over an actual pic. Oh no. Zeno's like, luckily for you, I have the most elegant solution. Photos and schematics must simply be sent online. No, he didn't just create the internet. Okay, I was about to say he did just create the internet, but I think I see what he's doing. As we have Gin's like, please, not the human-powered fax for a photograph. That's unthinkable. It's unthinkable, but yet. And then you have Taiju's like, as we seek to link the world, the need for such things is an unfavorable truth, which is why I have sent instructions to North America with Taiju's group. Oh, he already planned this out ahead of time. Ah, Zeno, you sneaky man. Zeno's like, tell me, Senku, do you also need a delightful crash course on how to construct a fax machine? Oh, he's just being cheeky with Senku. He's like, good one. Just tell us what setup you're using. I'll take it from there. Oh gosh, they're just on. Oh, that's so great. It's like a mini rivalry. Oh, it's so great. As now they're preparing to make a fax machine. It's like Chelsea comes in. It's like, here's some cephalite. It helps. It's what I used for my glowing kites. Oh, that's interesting. Boil it down, coat some paper with it, and we've got printing paper ready for action. Oh, that's cool. as he's like, the actual makings are burning and using electricity. Oh, as he's creating poop. Oh, and it's like getting the machine to read it is a little trickier. It shines a light, sees it a spot is black or white, and converts that data into some funky electrical signals. Those signals turn into radio waves that fly around the world, and receiving the processes produce a burn and prints the image. Okay, I see it. One scans an image. If it's black, which is the burnt marks, then it will be registered and sent over through the radio waves to reenact that same thing somewhere else. Okay, that's cool. Okay, that's how fax machines work. All right. Some of you may not know what fax machines are, and that's sad. Ryusui chimes in like, haha, this means Corn City will do the heavy lifting for the computer crafting, while we keep globetrotting and founding cities. Oh, time to ship out. Great, we ought to move without moment's delay. As Gein's in the background like, first and hard, that's your style. As okay, they're preparing to leave. As we have Sai's like, on that note, our brief time together ends. I'll remain here in India to toil away on circuit diagrams, which I'll fax you once I can. As you have Ryusui's like, get out of here. No, literally, you're coming with us, Sai. We're shipping out together. What? Huh? So, which is, I mean, I'd be pumped if he came, but what gives? I think Chelsea may have a crush on Sai, as Ryusui's like, well, probably need his math skills at each location we visit. I was like, nuh-uh, not going, certainly not with you, Ryusui. And he just runs away, and he's like, every darn time, Ryusui's been this way forever. He desires power, he desires everything, and to me, he always does this. Sai, do that. I fled all the way to India alone so that I could come to this. As we have Ryusui just resurrecting. Gosh, why are all the people that they are resurrecting so damn attractive? Oh gosh. As now that they have a fax machine, we're cutting over to Senku's like, it's hard matching up the timing between the input side and the printing side. Anything less than perfect means errors that result in a screwed up image on the other end. Ooh, something's incoming from the crew in Corn City. Oh, did they do it? They did it successfully. Oh, true fax machine acquired. Oh, that's great. Oh, it's a picture. Oh, it's so great. As we have Chelsea saying, a group pic. As Gein's like, to make the occasion, it looks like everyone joined in on the fun from both Team Japan and Team USA. As we have Sai's like, a group photo? As Ryusui is just saying nothing, and there's obviously going to be tension in the air between the brothers. As we have Gein thinking about, this is the perfect chance for a question or two to dig up some history on dear Ryusui and Sai. Something about the photo triggered a reaction in them. No, this isn't a topic to be poked and prodded without care. I'm a more indirect strategy, perhaps. Oh gosh, as soon as he says that, Chelsea chimes in like, hey, what's the deal with you and group pics? And say the Nanami bros should get along. What you got against being together, Sai? Gosh, Chelsea is just blatant as we're gonna get more Sai backstory and Ryusui backstory. Interesting. As we have Sai saying, it just reminded me of the Nanami Corp group photos. Oh, okay. What about these group photos? Also, I'm just realizing that we're only like 7 pages in. Gosh, this is going to be a long reaction. Up, and it froze on me. Oh, great. All right, let me fix this with a pause. So my internet went out, so I'm going to be reading it off my phone. All right, let's see this. Up, yep. All right, we've gone through that. 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 Oh yeah. As we get back to Sai, as he says, it's just reminded me of the Nanami Corp group photos. Ryusui and I were always left out, just us. Oh, we were the only ones who weren't born to the matriarch. Oh, the matriarch of the Nanami family. Don't get it. Your mom's not your mom? Oh, that's Oh. Oh. Oh, they're... Oh. Oh. Dang, that was unexpected. Oh, gosh. All right, let's continue reading. Father and the whole clan forced me to focus solely on math, modeling me into a useful, loyal soldier. Ryusui was the opposite. Nobody in the family could hope to control him. That's just how he is. Oh. Sai, I desire your power. Ryusui is like, no, thank you. Let's calculate the car's air resistance. No, help me analyze gamers' ring tables. No. Ryusui only thought about how to exploit other people. I'm not a human calculator. Ha ha! Help me whip my chess skills into shape, Sai. Let's play together. And then he left. Just get Ryusui, who's just this sad expression as Sai just got on a plane and left. Oh, I think I'm understanding what this is going on. He's like, oh, sorry, bad manners, coming from Chelsea, as she's like, but you two, that story, it's all just so tiring. Sai's like, what's starting? Weren't you listening? Ryu is nothing but selfish. He uses people. As you have Gin that also comes to the same conclusion that I think I'm coming to. It's like, dear Ryusui just wants to spend time together with you. That's my read on the situation. He desires anything and everything, doesn't he not? Including a brother in the truest sense. Tell me, did he ever order you to do things? And based off like what he's saying, he's like, hey, let's do this. Let's do that. Yeah, I guess Ryusui just took it at a different perspective. He's like, let's build a radio course together. This time, let's build a sailing ship together. We're shipping out together. Aww, I think Sai's just realizing like, oh, that's what he wanted. As we get Ryusui's like, haha, Sai, we've got some time before we part ways. Whip my skills into shape, won't you? Let's play chess together. As Sai just spits out what he's eating. He's like I keep saying, no thank. And then he just has this moment of ... And Ryusui's just looking with like a little bit of, not necessarily sadness, but he's just looking at his brother. He's like, sure, let's play. And they're starting to play chess, and it's like, huh, as I would expect from you, Sai. When it comes to logical games like chess, you're the unbeatable master. As they're just clicking and clacking back and forth. Oh. As you have Ryusui's like, I'll be so bored, you know. I desire a worthy opponent to play against on the high seas. Oh. Oh. Oh, and we see them about to set off. They're getting the supplies. Chelsea is smiling and laughing because most likely, yes, Sai has joined the crew. Sai has joined the party as they're about to ship out from India. Ah, end of chapter. Ah, this is so great. I love this. Oh gosh. All right. First things first. I didn't expect this entire chapter to primarily focus around Sai Ryusui's relationship. To be honest, I thought it was just going to be, okay, we're going to see like how we're going to create these computers. And from what we see in the chapter, they created a smaller computer that could calculate up to 255, which if I remember correctly, that is higher than the highest multiplication that you can do like in your head, 15 times 15, which I'm pretty sure is 225. So it's very interesting that it's only 25 higher than that. So, you know, cool. So it can still go through intervals of 5. Cool. But not only that, but they also was able to create a fax. But what was very interesting about that is that that fax machine, by sending a picture, tied into what happened pretty much towards the later part of this chapter, which is focusing on Ryusui and Sai's relationship, which we get a pretty established relationship between them of how Sai perceived Ryusui, his younger brother, to just be selfish and stupid and just wanting everything, which is true. But then he eventually later on learns that, oh, he wants everything, especially for me to be a good brother. Which makes sense not just for Ryusui with him wanting everything, but he has shown multiple times that he wants everything for selfish reasons, but also for more altruistic reasons, and how he kind of uses his selfishness, using how selfish he is, not only for his benefit, but to the benefit of others. So it shows that Ryusui's like duality of being selfish for himself and selfish for others combines into also wanting to be selfish to have a older brother play with him, to do things for him. And as we've seen, he never orders him to do anything. If anything, he asks him to do stuff for him together, for them to be together. And we just get that moment where we finally see them playing chess together, showing that they finally reconnected the bond with each other, which eventually led to Sai joining up with the crew. Because when it comes to the conflicts that we've seen throughout the entire story, normally what happens is that someone at the end of each arc more or less joins the crew. And I would say that this will probably be the end of the India arc, or the computer arc, or whatever it's called, and that at the end of it we were able to obtain Sai, but not through like brute force, not through violence, not through overturning a dictator or something like that, but just building connections or rebuilding the connections between Ryusui and Sai, which led Sai to join the crew. So it's very interesting to see that. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how the other arcs will go. We're most likely going to return to Japan, so we're going to have a focus on Japan there, and most likely someone new may join the crew from Japan as a resurrect or bring everyone back from Stone in Japan. So that's most likely the next place that they are heading to, if I remember correctly. But overall, this was a really great chapter of Dr. Stone because we got to focus on the characterizations of both Ryusui and Sai, and through that characterization obtained a new member on the crew. So it was very cool to see that development in this chapter, and hopefully you enjoyed that development when you read this chapter as well. Realized that there was something that I wanted to say, but I forgot to mention in the actual review portion of Dr. Stone. But yeah, we also get the confirmation that both Sai and Ryusui, even though they are brothers most likely from blood, they are technically bastards, because from what is being said in the chapter, that they weren't born of the matriarch, the mother, meaning that the father had children with another female. So that also something that ties them together and shows that even though both Ryusui as well as Sai have like been apart and how they didn't really get along together when they were kids, that they still shared a connection with each other as both being outcasts. So yeah, that was something else that I forgot to bring up, but it just shows an interesting dynamic between them, that no matter if they do not have direct connections with the whole Nanami Corp, that they are still brothers by blood, and that's something that the Corp cannot take away from them. So that's something else that was interesting about it. So I just wanted to add this in. So yeah, that's pretty much the end of my review portion for this chapter. So let me ask you, what did you think of this chapter? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? This is pretty much the end of this arc. So did you enjoy the arc? Do you enjoy Sai's character? I really do enjoy Sai's character because he's like a little bit of a mixture of a lot of characters. He's very cowardly, but he's very expressive. He is like, for the most part, an actual person, which is cool. And that even though his like math skills are like off the charts, like literally everyone else in Dr. Stone, he's still a normal person. So what do you think of Sai? Leave your thoughts down in the comments down below. Leave a like on this video if you liked it. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you'd like to see me react to different stuff in Shonen Jump, as well as hit that notification bell to be notified for whenever I upload this content. Do all that cool jazz, and hopefully I'll be able to catch you in my next video. Goodbye!